my remembrance.
I hadn't figured it out yet until you asked me, actually.
How come you have a question mark on the plus?
The question mark on the plus. I don't know. We're live though.
We are live. So that's the big question. How in the world did this health coach that is an absolutely incredible person go from 2K a month to 12K a month plus? Question. So,
It's an inquiry. That's the real questions.
exactly. So, no, and for real, we are here with the most incredible person, and it's been awesome to see your journey and just your growth and just the breakthroughs on all levels that have happened over this past year. And I'm just so excited because I feel like things are just getting started. So you're live with us. Let us know that you're live. If you're watching the replay, hashtag replay, where are you at in the world? Uh, and thanks for tuning in. So I want to introduce to you Marissa Hughes. So Marissa is a health coach. She specializes in gut health, leaky gut health, like all things gut related. This is your girl. So um, I'm going to turn it over to you, Marissa. Do you want to just kind of real quick introduce yourself? I know I gave you some, but that's just the generic version. So really dive deep into what you do and just kind of introduce yourself.
Yeah, so I had gut issues for my whole life, like since birth, well into my 30s, and I was in the restaurant business forever, and just decided to quit the restaurant business and make it my life's passion to figure out what was going on with myself, and then help other people to feel how I feel now, which is the best I've ever felt in my life. And it's been quite a journey from going to school to get my certificate, um, to being able to build a business, to being able to get clients, to being able to consistently get clients. It's been quite a journey. Definitely uh, a lot more. I wouldn't say a lot more work, but the process is a lot different than I thought it was going to be. It's much more of a journey, and it's much more about my own inner journey than I thought it was going to be. You start a business and you think it's going to be like just set up the tech and make a website and post on
They hunt
Facebook.
you down.
What's that?
They don't hunt you down.
No,
To
they
like
don't
you
hunt me
make your
down.
website and they just magically start showing up.
Nope,
Build
nobody's
it, and
knocking.
they're supposed to come though.
Nobody comes knocking on my door. No. So, but the journey has been awesome, and um, I'm so happy with the business that I have now, and I'm just so happy that I get to help as many people as I do, because that's the ultimate goal, right?
Mhm.
So let's talk about that. Like you said you went to school and you I'm sure you have some sort of certification or met several certifications and all that. Like you have all this knowledge. Like, do you feel like they set you up to actually run a business in your like to get clients and do other things?
Actually, the course that I went through did have a business. There was like a um, three-part course, and one of them was business. So they did teach us a lot about that, but I wasn't ready for any of that, if that makes sense.
Mm.
Like I just wanted to
Talk
learn.
about that. Like, why do you feel like you weren't ready?
It, like I I went through a period where I just wanted to learn every single fact about gut health you could possibly know, and the more knowledge I had, the more I could help people. And I really didn't understand the intricacies of a business, and the mindset that I needed to have a successful business. I truly didn't I didn't understand the gravity of my inner work that needed to be done to have a successful business. So learning it while I was going to school to learn about gut health, just like I'm glad they put it in the program. It's all good stuff to have, but it wasn't effective at that point in my journey.
And you'd ran businesses before, like you have a restaurant, right? Or like had or have
We have 5 restaurants. Yeah.
restaurants.
Totally
Yeah,
different.
and
much,
talk
much.
about the difference between that, like running a brick and mortar type business and like marketing a business that you are the person.
Well, people want to go to restaurants. They want to get a sweet buzz and eat a bunch of food and have a good time. People don't necessarily want coaching or want to change their health or their, whatever it might be, whatever coaching thing you do. Um, you have to get them to the point where they realize that they need you. So people don't just wake up in the morning and go, I'm going to get a coach today and I'm going to do this program and I'm going to change my life. That's not how it goes. So, being in the restaurant business was like, you open your doors and people come in and it's great, and everybody is having a good time, but that's just not how this works. And when you want someone to change their life, there's a process you need to go through to get them to that point where they say, okay, I'm ready to change my life.
And this is the person that I trust is going to walk me through that.
Right. Like, there's a million health coaches out there. How do you know that I'm the person for you? You have to go through the process to get them to that point where they say, okay, I know you, I trust you, and I'm ready. It's a whole journey they have to go through.
Yep.
So talk about your like where you were before you joined Quantum Impact, like a year-ish ago. And like, yeah, talk about where you were and like what your business, how your business was set up, and like kind of the experience you had with marketing and really promoting your business.
Well, marketing was definitely the one thing I did not like to do. Like, I just want to coach people. Like, I just want people to come to me and get coaching and feel better. So that was a place that I was really stuck. And I had done a program in between getting my certification and coming to you guys where I had a program all set up and I had email sequences and I had, a funnel, multiple funnels, and and it's great. Like I have something to give to people. But I really didn't understand how to market myself and what I do. So, back then I was getting, and I have an in-person Pilates business, which was my main income. And so that was busy, but I really wanted to switch from in-person clients to my online program. Like my in-person clients come to me once a week. It's not really a life-changing situation for them. So I was more passionate about doing my online program. And I was only getting maybe one new client a month at that time. And, it was so much, I felt like it was so much work to get one client a month. Like I was posting every day and sending 2 emails a week and doing workshops and doing webinars and getting one client a month. And it was frustrating. I felt like I was spinning my wheels. And so now I feel like I don't do any more work than I did then. But I can consistently get more clients a month. I'm connecting to people better, which brings in more clients.
So talk about that switch. What do you feel like you did differently? Like obviously not in like our lingo, but like in your kind of like the people out here would get the like what was different? What was the light switch that you feel like made the difference that you now enjoy to market your business? And it's effective. Like you went from hating marketing, just like being like, oh my God, I really wish these people would just show up and I never want to talk to them until they pay me, to now actually enjoying connecting and creating and making, content and like doing the marketing so you enjoy it and that ends up being effective. Like what was that switch?
You know, there were a lot of little switches along the way. I had to do a little bit of money mindset work, um, kind of off the bat, just to allow myself to feel okay making more money than I was making. But then really thinking of it more as a movement. Like Holly and I talked about this. Like instead of thinking like, here's my program, join and you get this result. It's like creating a movement that I'm passionate about and speaking to that movement. Like I'm creating a movement where women take back control of their own health and they don't leave it to their doctor. They don't leave it to their husband. You know, everyone is taking care of everybody else all the time. Now it's time for you to take care of yourself. And like really speaking to that and speaking to a larger group of people, like rather than getting people to, you know, it's bigger than the fact that you're bloated or you're constipated. Like, does that suck? Yeah. But what's the bigger picture? Like the bigger picture is once you feel better, you get your life back and you can do all the things that you want to do. You can travel, you can be around to play with your grandkids when your grandkids grow up, you know, like it's a bigger picture than that. And then, so really speaking to that in my marketing rather than like, here's what causes your bloating and here's what you can do. It's like, that's not, nobody wants to talk about that. You know, you want to talk about the overarching theme of like, let's take back control of our own health. Let's feel good every day and let's enjoy our life for a long time, right? Not just like, I don't just want you to feel good for the next 3 months of my program. I want you to have lifelong health. And so just kind of switching that in my brain and thinking about creating that movement every time I do marketing really changed my energy in my marketing, but changed how people took my marketing as well, how they understood.
And then the movement, it's like you're not selling them on like doing this program anymore. You're just supporting your movement at a higher level.
Yeah, yeah, and once they understand that it's bigger than their bloating, then that journey that I was talking about from getting to meet you and know you and trust you, like that journey for them, I think is an easier point to get from here to here if they understand that it's about so much more than just their symptom.
Yeah, that's awesome. So let's talk to a couple different people here. So we're live in Quantum Impact. If you're watching us in Quantum Impact in our client group, and then let's talk to the people that they're coaches, right? They're out to make an impact. They're out to make this difference, but they either don't enjoy marketing, but they know they need to do it. And it's not effective even when they do it. Like, what would you tell them if they were like looking at like, man, I really want to make a bigger impact. I want to make more money. I want to do all these things. Like, what would you tell them?
It's, everyone's journey is so different, but honestly, like I need coaching and I know that. That's why I always have a coach or coaches, because I get stuck in my own little bubble of thoughts, and so I need, like when I come to the coaching calls every week, I get something out of every call, whether it's from you guys or from, Frederick or somebody else in the group. Like there's always more ideas and always more creative ways to do something. And so really kind of getting out of your own way and letting a bigger process happen, like it's we're better as a team. I always think like doing things one way is never going to be the most successful, whatever it is you're trying to do. Always having different thoughts and different ideas is always going to be more effective. So, really taking coaching and taking just, the kind of collaborative effort of the group calls. That's why, I think a group program is so effective, and why we, as you coaching us, get us to do group programs, because I think that part of it is really effective. But I would say just in general, like speaking to a higher level of why you're doing what you're doing and why you want your clients to sign up, I think changes the marketing of it to where it's not such a drag. It's like when you think about the effect that you can have on however many people you want to affect, it becomes not marketing, but it becomes really trying to make a big change.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I love it.
And if you're talking to the people that are already in quantum impact and they were looking at potentially getting into quantum evolution, which is our phase 2, and like really getting into that movement building and the team building and the funnels and then the business energetics, which I know that have made a huge transformation with you. What would you tell them if they are really taking their business to like kind of another level, or if it's somebody here that's, already doing 5-10K a month and they want to go to even more, 20, 30, 50, whatever, and really turning their stuff into a movement and getting the teams and all that good stuff. What would you tell them?
I think the energetics side is huge. And that's, kind of the great thing about this program. You get a 2-for-1, you get the business and, all of that, but then you get the energetics of it too. And that was what I was saying earlier, is like my inner journey that I needed to go through, and the place that I need to be, and the energy that I need to portray to get that matched energy back. So that's a huge part of it. The sessions that Holly and I have had. But like, if I think back to when I joined, if I would have just stayed for that 3 months or whatever, it's not that I didn't get a lot out of the program, but I need a lot more than that to really push me forward. So, I've spent the last year with you guys and signed up for another year because the growth that happens over a longer period of time is just so much more impactful than what you can do in a couple of months. And so, there's always something more to learn. There's always growth to be had. And so, doing it, like I said, doing it alone, like I couldn't imagine if I didn't have all the calls to go to. Every day I'd be like, okay, so what am I going to do today? And just thinking about having to do it totally on my own just freaks me out a little bit. So, having the two of you plus Frederick, is just, it's like, it's having 3 coaches at once, which is amazing. And you always get sort of a different perspective from each of you.
Mm-hmm.
And, the growth that can come from that, I think is pretty great. And you guys are always available. Like I have been in coaching programs where I think you guys call it like the deli coaching, like you don't get any one-on-one, and then you show up to the group call and you wait your turn and you ask your one question and then you're done. But with you guys, it's like, I can always message you. I can always hop on a one-on-one call. And I've really come out of my shell, because at first when I would come to the group calls a year ago, I never spoke. I never asked questions. I was just kind of like,
I feel like I had to rip it out of you. I'm like,
yeah. And now I just feel like I'm, involved and getting just so much more out of it now, because I've come out of my shell over the course of the program too.
That's awesome. Well, congratulations. So if anybody is on the fence about working with us, what would you tell them?
I would say that it is, well, I was going to say impactful, but that would be a kind of a Chad pun. But it is impactful for the business because, like I said, you get two sides of it. You get the energetics, so you get to do your inner work that's so important and so necessary. But then you also get business strategy and you get support. Like there's a lot of support there. And I feel like if I ever needed anything, I could reach out and you guys would be there. So
Absolutely.
you know, you don't just sign up and then not show up. Like you guys will, you'll get it out of someone if they feel like signing up and they're not going to do the program. I feel like you guys would be there to make sure that they get something out of the program. And you know, it's just a journey. And anyone who was just starting out, like if you just have a certification or you're just starting a business, that it does take patience and just know that you know, your own journey is just as important as the client's, your potential client's journey to get to you. Like you need to be able to match the energy and match the passion and all of that you want the clients to have. So, you know, patience is a virtue in these circumstances. There are some people that can just start a business and be busy. But I think you get a lot more out of it when you experience such a journey yourself too. Hi, Charlie.
Hey, my baby. No, I miss you. So awesome. Well, high five. Congratulations. Let's rock this out. Let's get you to 20, 30K a month.
Yes, let's go. Say, let's go. Go be impactful.
Mama,
Anything else, Marissa?
I think that pretty much covers it.
Awesome.
Thank you guys for
You're
everything.
welcome.
Absolutely. We're here. We're a stand for people to really show up in their highest potential because that's how we're going to make, you know, it's the ripple effect on our side and what you guys are up to in the world. So, thank you.
Mhm.
All right.
Awesome. See you guys later. If you wanting support around your coaching business, drop a QI below and we can have a conversation, see if it's a good fit.
Yes.
Talk to you later.
Hey.